Hey guys, how's it going? Today here, I'm going to be checking out this John Deere Liquifire I have acquired a couple months ago. You might have seen it in the background of some of the other videos. It's been kind of sitting around, haven't really done anything to it, not even really looked at it. So we're going to check it out now, see what we can do with it, see if there's anything we can do with it. Maybe we can get it running, maybe we can't. But yeah, that's pretty much what this is going to be. We're going to see what happens and see if we can make this thing run, see if we'll be able to be driving it on the snow this winter, and yeah, I guess see what happens. So I'll give you a quick little rundown of this thing, of what we got. So, as you can see, it's got some pine needles and some leaves on it. It has been sitting outside for I don't know how many years, but I know it's a lot. So it's not like in horrible shape as far as the hood doesn't have any cracks. The hood's all in one piece. It has the seat. The frame doesn't look bent from here. Everything looks good. I did notice that this one running board looks like it's seen a little bit of action down there, but nothing a little hammering can't fix. So this is a 1980 Liquifire, John Deere Liquifire. I don't know if anybody is familiar with the whole John Deere snowmobile sort of scenario. I'm not exactly sure of the years. It's hard to say. I know it's early 70s they started making the snowmobiles, I think kind of when everybody was making them. You know, all the different manufacturers where there was, I don't even know how many, a lot of different models and makes, manufacturers. And then John Deere, I guess, decided to hop on board. This is one of their models. So from what I gathered on the internet anyways, I know they made a 340 Liquifire, a 440 Liquifire, and then just a Liquifire. Now, that's from what I gathered. So the Liquifire, which I believe is this one, is from 80 to 84, if I'm not mistaken. And this is an 80, so I guess the first year. And if you look under the hood here, again, it's been sitting outside for a while, and there is a couple parts that are missing, like the carbs in the airbox. The guy I got this from says he has the carbs and he thinks he has the airbox, so we'll be able to gather that. There is some stuff jammed in the carb boots here, so hopefully the engine's not too bad. But anyway, like I was saying back before I started talking about other things, let me get a flashlight here. So this is a 440 in here. It is Kawasaki, made by Kawasaki. From what I gathered on the internet, Kawasaki was also making their own skidoos at the time, I believe. And people say that the engine that got put in here made less power than the one that the Kawasaki's had in theirs. I guess because they're obviously not going to give their competition either a better or as good engine. And now I'm not sure, I don't know about any of that. I can't really say for myself, but that's what I know, and I know that it didn't make as much power as the Skidoos, the Polarises, the Arcticats. So what John Deere decided to do was to try to make their sleds a lot lighter, so that they can do a lot more better in the corners. You know, you can get more speed out of it being lighter than the competition. So that was their plan. So apparently this steering geometry, I guess the design is really lightweight. It's a good steering setup. The clutches are supposed to be built specifically for this machine, and at the time apparently they were very good. again, I'm gonna have to look more into it and see the whole specs of everything. But that's just a kind of basic knowledge that I have, trying to, you know, explain to you guys. So it might be right, it might not be right, but we'll go from there later on. Maybe we'll find some better information as this video, maybe the series goes on. But anyway, so we'll just give it a once over. We're going to look over what everything is. I know that obviously the steering's a little bent. I'm not sure what happened, but bar's definitely bent. Got a belt. The clutches have seen better days, so those are going to definitely need a tune-up. But I know that it does spin, which means the engine isn't seized, which is a good sign. I have no idea if there's spark. Fuel, obviously, I'm going to have to say is not there, because if we look down in here, you can see that there's not even a fuel line. And obviously there's no carbs, but there's no fuel line either. There's a fuel filter, which is a good sign, I guess, but sadly no fuel line. I had the back end up, jacked up, and I was spinning the secondary clutch, and the track was spinning, so that's a good sign as far as, you know, jack shaft, drive shaft, crankcase, or sorry, not crankcase, chain case. What else can I say here? So, I guess not really much. I'm going to start by obviously vacuuming all the stuff out, trying to get all the leaves and the gunk out of everything. And then I guess we're just going to kind of start little by little ticking off things of what we need to do. Now, I'm not an expert as far as, you know, engines and all that stuff. I know the basic knowledge, but I guess we're going to kind of learn together. What else? What do we got going on in here? It comes with its own toe straps, which I'm not sure is a good sign or not. Really hope I don't find any dead animals in here. We got some tools. That's nice. Yeah, I hope there's no dead animals in here. That's gonna be it's gonna be a bad sign. But anyway, we will start. I'll try to set this thing up. We'll get a little time lapse, clean this thing up, and we'll go from there. I guess start picking away at little by little. We'll start picking away at stuff. Okay, so we got a lot of the stuff vacuumed off of it. It already looks a lot better. So a couple of problems, or not, I guess they're not really problems, they're just, you know, kind of disappointments, or whatever you want to call them. First, obviously all the foam in here is like, just, like so brittle. It's all just like flaking off. There's a bunch down there, and guess none anywhere else, but either it all already disintegrated or it's, you know, none there at all. But a lot of that's gonna have to come off, but that's obviously not a big deal. Just scrape all that off. You know, put some heat tape in there if I need to. These rivets here, obviously from the factory, they don't come with a vent covered by a piece of plastic and a bad silicone job. So somebody at some point obviously put that in there. So if I take that out, there's gonna be some holes, which it's not the end of the world, but you know, it's not gonna look terrific. What else? There was some other problems I've seen, or not problems, again, just minor inconveniences. Forget what they were. Anyways, I guess we're probably going to find them at some point. Another thing to note, probably would be nice, is that the slogan, "Nothing runs like a Deere," was kind of created, thought up of for the skidoos. That was kind of I shouldn't say skidoos, the snowmobile, the John Deere snowmobile slogan was "Nothing runs like a Deere." And obviously it's, you know, a catchy slogan, it's a good slogan. So they just decided to keep it and run with it. Good pun there, I'd say. But yeah, they decided to keep it because obviously it's a good slogan. What else we got here? So yeah, we got our little tickle trunk here with our goodies. So we got a strap in there. Old spark plug box with no spark plug wrench, screwdriver, old cap of some sort, another old cap of some sort. I'm assuming this is the top of the oil cap. As you can see, it's kind of broken off around the edges, and this is kind of on the edge. Luckily, I guess the threads on this still hold, and there's a bag on there, so that's holding. So the oil tank hopefully is good. I don't want to dig around here too much. A lot of stuff in here. This is a strap that doesn't look like it's going to be very good anymore. This is the old spark plug, a piece of metal, a bolt. What else we got here? A hose clamp. Ooh, is this the old toolkit? Look at that. Okay, that'll be interesting to check out. Let's put that up here. Let's see here. What else we got? Some sort of little wrench that I'm not sure what it'll be for, but it's for something. Put that down there. A clamp of some sort. And just an assortment of nuts and bolts and more dirt. So that's pretty cool. It's also interesting to note that this is the gas tank, just with a giant hole in the middle. So kind of from standing back here, you're thinking, wow, that's got a big gas tank on it. But there's a lot of it missing. Even I thought that it would probably, you know, like only be this deep and the bottom would be gas tank too, but that's the tunnel under there. And yeah, there's no more gas tank. In here too, you can see it's in pretty rough shape. So it doesn't smell good, I can tell you that. It doesn't smell like it's gonna be running, so it's gonna need cleaning. At least it's plastic, so it's not horrible, but it's not gonna be good. Another thing is this rad cap. You can see it's got a bunch of, I'm assuming is Japanese writing, which would kind of, you know, make sense with the Kawasaki engine. Japanese writing, I guess. And what else? That's pretty much it for now. So again, we're gonna start picking away at this thing. Probably gonna take the exhaust off. Try to see if I could see in there at all. We're gonna probably look at the chain case for sure. This is, I'm assuming, I don't know if this is an overflow or just a spare holder. I mean, it's got a lid on a hose supposed to go at the top. Not sure where it would come from, but there's a couple things zip tied back here. Not sure where this plug goes to. This is going to, where is this going? Kind of looks like it would probably, oh, you know what? Let's see here. Pull out the flashlight. So this this hose would go right there. I guess, I'm sorry, not a hose. I'm assuming it's a wire. And if I am correct, it should be going, let's see if I can control a camera and a flashlight at the same time. So it should be going all the way up to there. And that, there you go, that is the coolant gauge, temp gauge, I guess. So that's probably just a sensor for the coolant, which is not critical to being able to drive, but it would be nice to have another one to be able to at least see if it's overheating or not. But yeah, so okay, that's enough of me rambling on. You guys are probably tired of watching this so far, so I'm gonna start looking things over, and yeah, I guess we'll see what happens.